I think as humans we want to feel like our life is worthwhile, we want to feel purposeful. So if we give something to another human being, it kind of gives us, we're kind of seen and life is meaningful because we're giving. You know, I helped someone today. Wow, what better thing for me, that seems like, well, what better thing can I do as a human being to give to someone? So I think it links into kind of meaning and purpose and feeling worthwhile. So I was working as a researcher for a university, doing lots of research into happiness and well-being. What are the really important things to live a meaningful, happy existence, really. So I kind of wasn't sure where that was going or how I wanted to take the research. I guess I knew that I didn't really want to just keep doing what I was doing because I was questioning whether I was really happy doing that. I kind of knew that I wanted to go and explore out in the world rather than behind my desk, really. And I was thinking, yeah, I could go to all these different countries that are really important in terms of what we know about happiness and well-being. And I was thinking about how that'd be nice. And then I met this guy who had a project of his own, and he was walking around the UK collecting love stories, and I was like, wow, that's really inspiring. And we connected really strongly. And one day he suddenly implanted into me, wouldn't it be amazing if you said you were cycling to Bhutan? that's a mission. So as I've been journeying around, I've been connecting with all sorts of different types of people. So just people in their day-to-day lives, staying with families, staying with communities. I guess policy-type decisions, that are trying to influence the world in a more kind of policy angle. So in Costa Rica, I met some people. Costa Rica being, probably the most efficient country at creating happiness. I met people in Canada who are involved in these types of discussions. So when I get to Bhutan, I'm hoping a similar thing will happen. So they have the Gross National Happiness Centre there, so I'll be meeting with them and having a conversation. Because a part of me wants to kind of link, all these people that I've kind of met, and to create community around that, so that we can move together towards this different way of evaluating our lives, really, which is more around kind of quality of life and well-being, really. What I've experienced that I find it brings me happiness, but it seems to bring the other person more happiness than me, is the willingness to give. And that happens cross-cultural. It's not a, I'd say it's less in the culture that I'm from, but people's capacity and willingness to give. But I guess when you come across people who are even more generous and have more capacity to give, it makes you question, it's made me question my own capacity to give. And I'm like, yeah, I could give more. What I would suggest for people, I think the most important thing that I've discovered in my life is just to take the time to listen, just to breathe and go, okay, what is going on for me now? Because it's fast-paced. The world is fast-paced, and it's not the world if we just get lost in it. It doesn't let us breathe. It's all about, this is what you need, this is what you should do, the should-dos, rather than what you need to do, or at least in my experience, what I need to do. That's not easy to do. How do we create space in our lives to sit and take space? And I've been going, okay, so I'm doing this research into money and happiness. So once our basic physiological needs are met, money doesn't really add that much to our well-being. So I'm kind of looking at that and going, okay, well, what am I buying? Do I need that? No, okay. So I kind of lived quite minimally in the end, and that got, you know, whereas what happens in life is people tend to get job after job and they earn more and more, and then they increment up in terms of what they're consuming and they're buying, and they suddenly have a lifestyle which is, you know, very nice, comfortable, but I couldn't think for a second of not having that lifestyle because that would be difficult. So what I've done is kind of the opposite and go, well, this is all I need, and I'm quite happy. I can let go of the idea of needing more because that's never going to change, and just be happy with this, and I am happy. And with that, because I didn't have a, you know, extravagant lifestyle, it meant that there was spare money, which then enabled me to take some space, which is, you know, 15 months on a bicycle, and it will be longer because I'm not a Bhutan yet. So that enabled me to breathe. So, you know, every time we're thinking about buying something, you know, a bigger TV, okay, it might give a little bit of a buzz for, you know, a month. But in the long run, it's just going to be another thing you have. So, you know, if a TV is costing, I don't know how much TVs cost these days because I don't have one. But, you know, so it's like $400, $500, I don't know. How many hours have I got to work to buy that TV? You know, okay, so that's like a week's work. Maybe I don't need the TV because with that week, I mean, you could do something else that might be more meaningful.